So many sales going on. Today we are talking about the best deals in hi-fi as an audiophile. If you have a $650 budget up to $1,000 budget. If you don't despair, because I've done a bunch of other videos for products under $150, for products between $150 and $350, and $350 and $650. So today we just keep climbing up the ladder. So sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and let's talk about the best audiophile deals happening right now between $650,000, nope, $650 to $1,000. It's much better. I don't know what it is, but you would think when you have more budget to work with, there would be more sales going on and really good sales, but that just doesn't seem to be the case. However, it doesn't mean that there are some unicorns, some outliers out there. One of which is the Dale Evo 4.2. This thing is on sale for $900, which is $300 off. This speaker has been around for a while, and I reviewed it back when it used to, the MSRP was $1,000. So the 4.2 is coming in at $900, which is $100 less than it was about 3 years ago. It's a three-way. It's a very interesting three-way too, because it has an AMT tweeter. It has a 2-inch soft dome mid-range driver, big mid-range driver. And these are a little bit different because they're a lot taller than most bookshelf speakers. So if you do look at these, you want to make sure that you get a stand or whatever you're putting them on gets the tweeters to ear level, because if you have the mid-range driver at ear level, it can be really mid-range forward. But that's one of the best things about this speaker is with placement, you can get this speaker to sound very different. When I did the first video on these speakers way back when, I compared them to the SVS Ultra, which has been discontinued, and the ELAC Unify reference. That's right. All these speakers were coming in around $1,000. And I really enjoyed, I liked the Evo 4.2s the best, with the caveat that they were a bit of a sports car and you had to get them placed just right. Otherwise, they weren't as easy to place as the SVS Ultra. They have a sensitivity of 88 dB, which is fairly good for a speaker this size, and it's because I think you have multiple drivers. 6.5-inch woven Kevlar woofer, and you have that AMT tweeter. On the back, you have some pretty cool staggered binding posts with jumpers, so you can buy amp or buy wire these. Also has real wood veneer. And it's ported on the bottom. They come in at 29.5 pounds a piece. This is a really cool, really interesting speaker, and for $900, you're getting the best deal that I've seen. The best deal I've seen these speakers come in at for a long time. You may be surprised that I'm gonna list this one, but it is the LS50 Meta. Now, just because I don't particularly love this speaker doesn't mean that I don't know a ton of people that love this speaker. And it's a crazy deal right now, $600 off. So they're coming in at $9.99 a pair. So if you've ever been LS50 Meta curious, now is the time to pull the trigger, especially if you buy them from Crutchfield, because they have a 60-day return policy, which means you can audition these CAFs for 60 days and see if you like them. They have a whole bunch of different colors. You have carbon black. You have titanium gray, which is kind of cool. I probably would get the titanium gray if I was getting these. You have the blue ones, which I had in for my last review, and then some creamy white ones with copper colored woofers. 5.25-inch aluminum cone woofer, 1-inch vented aluminum dome tweeter. This is a concentric speaker. Very beefy, very inert, very beautiful enclosure. Frequency response 79 up to 28,000 hertz. So you're probably going to want to run these with a subwoofer. 85 dB sensitive, and I think they're lower than that, so probably 83, and 8 ohm impedance. These speakers like power, but they also like specific amplifiers. So if you are considering this speaker, Keep in mind that this is a journey and you may have to cycle through a few different amplifiers to find the one that makes these sound the best. I've had these in, I've probably had 6, 7, 8 different amplifiers on them. And ironically, the amp that made them sound the best to my ear was a 25 watt TIAC Class D amplifier. So just because you throw a bunch of power at it doesn't mean you're going to get them to sound the best. This is a hi-fi journey. You may or may not want to start on that journey, but if you've ever been curious about the KEF LS50 Meta or consider them, this is the best time ever that I've seen to buy these new. Maybe you can find them used for a better price, but new, I've never seen them cheaper. If you're looking for a floor standing speaker, the Polk Reserve R500. Now, to be fair, I've never had this in. I've never heard this, but I think it's got a great reputation. Coming in, the R500 is the two 5 1/4 inch woofers and then the 1 inch ring radiator tweeter. They're $194 off a piece. So they're going to come in at $910 plus tax. You get free shipping though. That is almost $400 off for a pair of these. They go down to 49 hertz up to 36,000 hertz, 8 ohm impedance, 87 dB sensitive. They have dual 5 1/4 inch turbine cone mid-range bass drivers and 1 inch pinnacle. I forgot the pinnacle. Ring radiator tweeter with an integrated waveguide for clear, crisp highs. 39 pounds a piece. They are 41 3/16 inch high. If you're interested in any of the Reserve series speakers, they all seem to be on sale right now, which is good. This is a nice speaker. You also have the ES60s on sale for $385 a piece, saving $164, so you'd be saving $320. Klipsch Reference Premier RP5000F2, the latest generation. They're $200 off for a pair of those, coming in at $900 a pair. And then the R600, if you have a bit more budget, seems to be back ordered, but you might see if they have a different color. $595. So we're going over the $1,000 threshold, but you're going to save $500 on a pair of those. Emotiva is still running their 20% off sale, so you can get, well, whatever you want, and you're going to save 20% off. The speaker that I just love to death is the XT1 floor standing speaker. They're $999 a pair, so you're going to be coming in at $800 a pair on these. And I think they're just great. And if you're a veteran or I think first responder, but if you're a veteran, you get, I think, another 10% off though. I don't know if you can combine the discounts. And the XT2s are $1,500 a pair, but you'd save $300 on those. So they would be coming in, again, over the $1,000 threshold, but $1,200 a pair. If you're enjoying today's video, I know 60% of you are not subscribed. Please donate your subscription today. We've been adding a lot of new family members here. Be one of the family. Donate your subscription today. If you don't like it, take back your subscription. Click it right down there. Click subscribe if you'd like. Another sale going on. It looks like Sparkos is having a sale site-wide. One of my patrons sent this over. So if you're interested in jumping into the op-amp game, looks like a 15% off coupon right now, but you'll have to dig into that one because I think there's more sales going on. Integrated amplifiers. Let's see if we have any decent sales going on there. So we'll go $650 up to $1,000. And then we will go sort by high to low. All right, sale, RCAM, SA20, save $651, okay. 90 watts times 2. I wonder if this is a Class D amplifier. It's very digitally. It's got a 90 watts times 2 and an 8. It doesn't give a 4 ohm rating. Oh, Class G amplifier. All right, THD 0.002%. Sabre 9038 K2M DAC. Toroidal power transformer for low noise. Very cool. This looks like an interesting product to me. On the back, what do you have? You have one optical in, maybe 2 coaxials. I don't really know. Then you have 1, 2, 3 analog ins, phono stage, preamp outputs, and a pair of speaker binding posts. I think I mentioned it before, but if you know anything about this amp, the RCAM SA20, put it in the comments. Looks very interesting. Definitely get a deal on it, and they even have a scratch and dent for $854. Huh. You can save $600 on an NADC 368 with Blue Sound integrated. I didn't love these. Rotel A12 Mark II, you can save $250 on that. I do like the Rotel stuff. And this will have a DAC in it. It's got a TI premium 32-bit. I don't know that one. 60 watts times 2 and 8 ohms. And I think this pushes 75 into 4 ohms. Phono stage, 1, 2, 3, 4 different analog inputs. Does have a preamp output. 2 coaxials in, 2 opticals in. You got a USB in, 2 sets of speakers, trigger outs. Bunch of stuff. Good amp. I really like the Rotel stuff. I've never heard this one, and it's on back order, but I remember Steve Gutenberg doing a video on this, and it was really interesting because it's got a vintage vibe to it. It's the Leak Stereo 130. $200 off. Very interesting. I wish more people would make more products like this. Here's a reviewer's darling. This is the Audilab 6000A, which they never sent me one. They said they would, but they didn't. Not that I'm resentful about that. $300 off the Audiolab 6000A, $900 total. And what are you getting with this? 50 watts into 8, 75 watts into 4, Sabre 9018, which is an older DAC, but it's a very good DAC. Toroidal transformer on the inside, 2 opticals, 2 coaxials, 3 RCAs in, plus a phono stage. Then you have a preamp out, and then it looks like this can be just used as a straight power amp. Only 1 pair of binding posts though, and Bluetooth. I think a lot of people like this. You got a remote control too. Marantz PM7000N. You can save $163 on this. I really wish I could get more of these in because I love the sound of Marantz stuff. And it's probably the only traditionally distributed kind of legacy brand that I really dig. 1, 2, 3 analog inputs plus a phono stage, 2 opticals, 1 coaxial in. This may have a Hios. Actually have a tape loop, it looks like. Pair of speaker binding posts, remote control, subwoofer out too. That's good. A lot of these don't have subwoofer outs, which I don't really understand. Yep, Hios built in, and you have Bluetooth and AirPlay. Hios is not a great platform. Not great at all. But it does work, and it works with voice commands with the person yeah. 60 watts into 8, 80 watts into 4. People swear by this. And is there a scratch and dent? No, no scratch and dent. NAD 3045's on sale. I didn't love that one. 338's on sale. I didn't love that one either. And it's only $50 off. Oh, OAE11 Mark II. All right, now we're talking $679, $179 off. Yeah, I would totally take a look at this one if you're in the market. Not super high powered, but again, they're conservative. 50 watts into 8, I think 75 watts into 4, Class AB. You got a DAC in the back, but you don't have a subwoofer output. You have 1 coax in, 1 optical in. You have Bluetooth, phono stage, 1, 2, 3 analog inputs. Only 1 pair of binding posts, no sub out again, but this is a great sounding integrated amplifier. Really like this one. On the front you have balance, bass, treble, great feeling product here, great feeling knobs. It's great. It's just great. I wonder if Cambridge stuff is on sale. I like me some Cambridge. Yeah, okay, we got the AXR 100. That's $100 off, so that's coming in at $599. And the AXR 85 actually coming in at $450. The Evo 150 you can save $250 on, coming in at a super affordable $3,000. It's really still a really good amp though. I'm gonna put mine back out. Save $50 on the CXC V2, which plays CDs, CDRs, CDRWs, optical and coaxial outs. I need to get one of these in. Best of 2024, $550. All right, we'll call it a day on this one, but some good deals. I think the Rotel's a great deal. Great deal on some speakers. Save a little bit of money on some Cambridge stuff. It's awesome. You can check out the other videos I did. One is, I think, 12 products under $150. Then we have a video 150 to 350. I'll put these right here. Then 350 to 600. And then this one, of course. So we're starting to stack up some different price categories for the best deals that are probably going on all year. So if you got some money, if you're in the market, now is the time to buy some cool stuff. If you use any of my links, those are affiliate links, which means I get a commission. It doesn't cost you anymore though, so it's a great way to support the channel so I can make more and more videos just like this. Thank you so much for watching.